Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Baldur's Gate 3. In the last episode, we found the hag's lair. We killed the hag incredibly easily by throwing her down a pit. It was fantastic. A couple of things I want to do now. Firstly, I want to do some exploration. Because there's areas here that I haven't actually looked through properly, and I kind of want to explore them. Secondly, I want to go talk to Lysel's people.
You say we might be purified at your creche. What does that mean exactly?
A caretaker will affix the Zaithsk, the purifier, to our heads. Its magic will quell the parasite in an instant.
Dead tiefling here. Interesting. I know who this is. This was the girl who killed the goblin prisoner. Yep.
The corpse does not respond.
Yeah, she was the girl who she killed the goblin prisoner because she was in love with Canon, and Canon was shot by goblins. So she's obviously come to try and finish the job, as it were. But let's keep going. I want to essentially just go and explore all these places that I had yet to explore. But I can now summon, let's summon my wolf, by the way, because I forgot to do that last time. The real question, though, can I have a wolf and a zombie? Totally can, fantastic. Also, there seems to be just a bugged dead zombie on me now. I don't know why, but it's a thing. Also, yeah, last episode we got a zombie. Don't know if I mentioned that. This game is phenomenal. Cool. Little camp here, or cave. We're technically in the putrid bog. I think the zombie disappears after a certain amount of turns. That's what happens, by the way. Alright, so we explored all that. We need to explore the other side of the bridge, which is effectively all Goblin camp territory, and then we need to head to the Blood Village and head north. Which will take us up here and then this way, I guess. Let's go check out the other side at the Goblin Village. I don't know how much of this is going to be particularly interesting exploration. I don't think crafting is implemented yet. Looks like the button is here. But apparently my wolf decided to take the long way around. Okay. You do you, wolf. Yeah, crafting, there's a button here that I assume is it. It's like a little hammer, but I assume it's not implemented yet, so there's no point for me picking herbs. And I should probably sell all the ones I currently have in my inventory, but I've been keeping them because... Well, I've been keeping them because habit is literally the only reason I've been keeping them. Alright, so these goblins still aren't hostile because they don't know what I did inside, which makes a lot of sense. There's a way to climb up there and kind of get the drop on these goblins, it seems. Also, a little cave over this direction by the look of it. But it looks like there's a lot of different ways you could have entered this place. Indeed, there's a cave. My wolf made that perception and I didn't. How many spells you got left? Not a whole bunch. Cure wounds on Sariah, please. At some point I'm going to have to...
That might be worth a look.
I don't have any trap disarm kits on me. So this is another way across, I guess. You jump down from here, go across, avoid the traps. That makes sense. There is spider webs here as well, by the way.
Something over there.
I think they're all noticing the same trap as they're walking through these webs. Luckily, there's no downside to webs, effectively. Look, another trap. I bet this goes... I'm thinking all of these pits go down to the Underdark, by the way. The other guys will all run around, but that's fine.
That might be worth a look.
Next time, Griv will be on guard.
Go up here. I wonder if these guys are playing like a drinking game. Let's see. Hello.
Looking at a future true soul, you are. Boss Ragslin says I'm next in line.
It's been like 2 days and none of these guys know that I
Priestess.
killed them.
Why the hell not? It's a priestess gut.
Looking for things to actually, oh, interesting. So that's a mountain pass that'll take you to Moonrise Tower. Interesting. Okay. Good to know, good to know, good to know. I'm probably going to go through the Underdark, because that just seems like a better idea. But I want to go talk to Lysel's people. That's something I want to do. As I said, I also want to continue exploring this place. Effectively, at this point, I'm just clearing stuff off the map. For you guys, it's probably going to be cutting a lot, because I'm just going to be going around and finding places of interest and then cutting. That's fine. I don't really care about any of that. Alright, so let's fast travel to the Goblin camp. Well, turns out the goblins in here realize that I'm an enemy. Good to know some of these goblins aren't complete morons. First things first, shove this guy. I failed to shove that guy. He still hit Gale through... There we go, there's the battle music. I was wondering when that was going to show up. Oh, he can't see a damn thing, so he can't... I mean, that should still be out of attack of opportunity range. In fact, I don't even know if they get an attack of opportunity if they don't know you're there, strictly speaking. Alright, we have 2 second level spells, so let's go Magic Missile, shall we? Three should take that guy out, theoretically, and then we'll do one here. Annoying. Okay. So, we have... Warlock dead. And Lysel has a go. No, go to Lysel properly. Interesting. I guess Lysel didn't get a turn? Now it's Lysel's turn. Weird. So a menacing attack here. How are you on health? Fine. Pass my turn. Wolf, I need you to jump out here. Perfect. Okay, dash. Make it up to this goblin here. Perfect. I wonder why these goblins weren't attacking me before, by the way. So I'm kind of glad they are now. I figured we should probably take out the entire camp. Gale has 4 HP. That's not great. I'm currently blinded because I'm standing in my own darkness because I'm an idiot. Alright, so because I'm a dumb idiot, I have to run through fire. I am apparently threatened, so get away from there. Shoot the tracker. I may as well put a hunter's mark up. Let's put it on the warrior. Cool. This is a huge fight. I may actually need the ogres again, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, I'm gonna need ogres. They have an ogre of their own. I'm gonna call the ogres. Oh yeah, they can disengage. They're goblins. I should have thought of that before sending my wolf over there. Down goes Gale. This might actually be a reload, funnily enough. Broke my concentration, annoyingly. Okay. So Gale's down for the count. Lizelle, we don't have a healing word. I guess I could do healing word level 2. That burns a second level heal. Arguably worth it. Level 2 healing word. The reason that's useful is because it's a bonus action. So Gale actually has a bonus action now I think about it. So he can second level healing word himself as well. And then we have Lizelle. Missed an 80% chance. It's unfortunate. In fact, I think I'm going to axe and surge. I am. If I take out Lizelle, there could be problems. You can probably get a shot off from there. Nope. Shadowheart's fine to shoot. Don't mind shooting Shadowheart. Bless isn't a horrible idea, actually, to be perfectly honest. Alright, so Lyselle's turn. Fantastic.
And my belly's ready.
They keep their health, interestingly. Take this guy out. And drink a healing potion, because you need one. Run into the darkness. I'm not particularly worried about the warriors, because they're a long way away. It's the archers that are probably more problematic. Took out Chalk. Was one of his mirror images. Burned an action surge immediately. Interesting. Could be dangerous. First attack miss, second attack miss. Fantastic. Gotta love a burned action surge. Ugh, critical hit on my wizard is never good. This ogre is worth its weight in gold. Okay, magic, 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 magic. We have no spell slots. Reflective shell is probably necessary here. Cool. So Shadowheart still has a turn. She currently has no spells either. She actually has the lowest health on herself, interestingly. So I'm gonna use my I'm gonna use my powers that I probably shouldn't be using. Let's Sacred Flame Pressure. Awesome. Can't quite get up the ladder. Let's get closer. I want to get up on this wall if at all possible with all of my characters. Let's keep her out, actually. It's not great. Can I make it up the ladder? Apparently, yes. She can. Should give me astronomical range with my bow. Eight damage and frightened. That's fine. Bugbear could be a problem. Draw a javelin, I think. This is like a huge battle. It's just as big as the other ones. It's interesting. This has a very Divinity feel, the way that I play the game. Whereas I've hit the point where I feel like I'm getting close to the end-ish of things that I have left to do. Obviously, we have the whole Underdark stuff, but before I head into the Underdark, I want to clear all this shit. So I want to come and beat the rest of the goblins. I want to check all the places that I missed, all that kind of stuff. Interesting, that's too far, that isn't. Nice, just took down two at once. It's always fun. And my turn. Currently this ogre isn't doing a whole hell of a lot other than being a distraction, but he's being a worthy distraction. Works for me. More kills, the better. Can you make it to the ladder? You can. Fantastic! Oh, well, that's a shame. we're broken because the wolf is doing an attack of opportunity when it's not actually doing an attack of opportunity. I disagree with this. I'm going to do a pushing attack here, not because I want to push him, but because I want to do the extra damage. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. Perfect, gone. So you can now move again. Great. Apparently he doesn't have enough movement though. I guess what we do here... Oh, Ray of Sickness is granted to me from the... I'm just going to do this here. There's no one I can hit. At least I don't think there was. No. So I'm just putting ice on the ground in case they slip. That's literally all I'm doing. Bugbear's going to take out the ogre here, I would imagine. There goes my ogre mercenaries. That's a shame. Ogre mercenaries are useful. And we still have quite a slog of a battle to go and I have no spell slots, so could be a problem. Not quite down in one turn. Back to here. That's fine. End turn. It looks like we've mainly got sword guys now. There's a couple of archers, but they can't quite reach us. Ogre doesn't really know what to do. The shaman at the top is arguably the most dangerous, although I don't know whether or not they have a whole lot they can do. Rain cantrips from above. Sure, try and hide. Why not? That way you won't get hit by ranged attacks. Shadowheart should be able to climb the ladder. Invoke Duplicity. Might as well, why the hell not? Then we have Lizelle as well, so she can take a pot shot, I guess. Worked out kind of well. I'm kind of most worried about the archers, if I'm being perfectly honest, or the trackers, as they're called. A devout, interesting. So the devouts are their healers. I need to kill them too. Although I should kill those coming closest to me, arguably first. I'm going to use Hunter's Mark, because they're unlikely to hit me up here. Perfect. The ogre has no idea what to do. I assume they can't climb ladders. Good to know. Devout. Tracker, there's a tracker. That tracker's gonna go next. Should be fine. Sacred Flame on the same tracker, try and take it down in one. Didn't, unfortunately, but whatever. I still have a bonus action, so I'm going to drink a potion. You know what I should do, actually, next turn, which I am going to do. Who hasn't gone? Lysel. I have 5 potions of speed. This is the time to drink them. So what a potion of speed does, by the way, it gives you haste. Your speed is doubled, gain +2 AC. You have advantage on dex saving throws, gain an additional haste action point that can be used to attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action. When the status is removed, apply lethargy until the end of your next turn. So lethargy sucks, but if it means I can shoot twice, probably worth it. Case in point. So that's everybody done now. Fantastic. Bugbear coming, but okay. Another healer, which is a pain in the dick, but he can actually make the climb, which sucks. I doubt he's going to do 11 damage. 3, though. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to drink a potion of speed. There we go. 100% on Crawler. He has to get up. And he has a bonus action, which he can't do much with. Ogre's not going to do much, and that goes back to my turn. But on my turn, I can do some shit. Notably, let's first go to you. Fantastic. Now let's go to Lysel. She has 2 arrows to shoot with. Oh, no, 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 fuck off. Apparently I can make it back up, so it's less of an issue, but it's not what I wanted to do. Oh. Actually, she has enough health that it's not that much of an issue, to be perfectly honest, but whatever. And Gale also has a turn. So Gale, let's... Sure, why not Ray of Sickness this guy, since I can. And as a bonus action, drink a potion. Cool, that's everybody. Lysel has a bonus action. I think she necessarily needs one. Nothing she really needs, to be perfectly honest. I don't have any, like, amazing potions that I can, like, give her a little buffer, you know what I mean? So, yeah, let's end the turn. Hopefully the bugbear doesn't make it up here. I think you'd have to dash to make it up here, thankfully. So, why this... sorry, Shadowheart went down there. Probably get Shadowheart up. Bugbear's a problem. Reapply Hunter's Mark. Perfect, exactly the amount of damage I need to do. That helps. Sure, it's fine. Ogre can't do anything, and then goes back to my turn. I can't believe I'm coming out of this as well as I am. You could help her up, but you're not hasted. Drink another potion. It's a bit better. Next, let's go to Lizelle. First, use the help action on her. Then for your next one, do a menacing shot on that guy, because you can hit him from where you are. He made his saving throw, so he's not scared. Good for him. We're sending an acid, but don't think that like really matters all that much. She has a bonus action. She can drink a healing potion, I suppose. Cool. Only making it worse for yourself. Look behind you, mate. Annoying, but I have another shot. Did I just miss twice? Damn! Reapply Hunter's Mark. This guy's definitely going down. Sure, next. This ogre can't really do anything. This is apparently an immortal warrior. But nevertheless, we should be able to take him down. You don't have an action, apparently. Weird. I don't know what happened there. You're only making it worse for yourself. I'll crack your skull like an egg. This fight, by the way, has been going on for a very long time. Lizelle, you should be able to... Oh, the reason she didn't have an action last time is because she was fatigued, because her haste rang out. That's what happened there, I think. Indeed it did. Can I dip my arrow in acid? No, I can't. Sure, and then Shadowheart, maybe finish it off with this. Cool, I then want you to... Oh, our ladder broke. Sure, start running this way, I suppose. And then drink a potion. Eating through healing potions like they're candy at this point, but whatever. If I go here and then jump to here, it shouldn't be too bad. There we go, he's coming forward now. I did fall over, unfortunately. Can't lie on yourself, why not? Lizelle, I guess, just get into a better position so you can shoot him with an arrow. Cast a Mage Hand. Why not? Sure, it's the first time I've done that, by the way. I can hit him, I think. No, I can't. I guess we just wait. I can... No, I can't. Yeah, just wait a turn. He'll come up. He fell over. Fantastic. I missed with my cantrip. It's unfortunate. Can you shoot him with arrows from here? Apparently not. How about from here? From here you can. Sure, and you should be able to 100% hit with Sacred Flame, except the target is too far away. I could try jumping down, but that seems like a dumb idea. There's a chest back here. First things first, hide. Then cast a minor illusion here. Cool. Sure, that'll do. It's marked. I still haven't done a single bit of damage to him, by the way. And it's hilarious, he fell over on the ice. I hope he doesn't have any thrown things. I don't think he does. Let's do that last, because we're doing ranged attacks, so we want to actually hit him with ranged attacks. Not a great shot, but we hit. Fantastic. Then we want to do Ray of Frost. Made him fall over, and then we can do... Well, we could do Sacred Flame if it was close enough. I should really give her a bow for occasions specifically like this. Let's do another minor illusion, shall we? Sure. Sure. I might just be able to knock him down over and over again with Ray of Frost. This is going to be a long fight, by the way. We're reaching the point where it may just be this episode is the fight. Going to pummel you into the dirt. I'm doing the voice acting for him because he's failing to do it. All damage on the bow. I really need to find some longbows. I may have actually sold some longbows. Just because, like, I think I got some for some elves, and then I did a bunch of selling, and I forgot to actually, like, you know, not sell my bows. Oh yeah, there's no ladder here anymore. I guess just pass your turn. I mean, what you could do is... How much health you got? 15. You're not doing 15 damage on a fall. There we go, 3, that's fine. Then shoot with arrow. 14 damage. I'll take it. This thing doesn't have great dexterity, so he keeps falling over whenever I do Ray of Frost, which is hilarious. Once again, Lysel, shoot him. And then a Ray of Frost should take him out, theoretically. Alright, so first things first, let's go over here. You come over here first, because...
What's that?
Okay. Let's separate you off. And do an F5. Just take the whole chest. Gonna be easier than trying to, figure out their bullshit. Interesting. I wonder whether I can... No. There's no way here I can jump up because it's way too high. Nevertheless, there's also shit up here, interestingly. Lots of things to explore. I think I killed all the, bypass the trap. That's cool. Come over here. Give me a jump. I'm going to need a rest for the day, by the way, because I have literally no resources. Gale, come over here too. Don't suppose you can cast Featherfall on yourself. You can't. I could have been doing Ray of Sickness that whole time, by the way. I've just noticed that this is literally just I can cast this whenever I want because I have this staff, which is amazing. I guess you all need to move out of the way. Yeah, you all need to get out of... Nope, nope. Gale, stop! Oh. He's gonna die. For fuck's sake. I mean, whatever. Ultimately. Whatever. But interestingly that I could have climbed up there. And I didn't realize that entire time. There's also some people up here sleeping. And some kind of gobbo shaman up here as well. Alright, so I'm gonna loot everything. Could have gone better. Rapier Humpers Mark. It's just one Booyarg though, so... I mean, technically I can kill him in one hit if I hit him. You're asleep, great. Cool. And then Shadowheart. Could have killed it, technically. Oh, I've already... I'm immune to sleeping. You're never going to get me to sleep. I wonder if he'll... Did he wake up these guys? He did indeed. Well, this is turning out worse than I expected. They're very drunk, though. Let's go up here and... not hide, actually, but... Interesting, I poisoned my weapon. Cool. I was thinking that was like a throw thing, but apparently not. Pass. Really, it's too high to cast Mage Hand. This surprises me. We have a Mage Hand here just in case. I'm interested, what does the drunk condition actually give them? Ability checks using dexterity and charisma. Doesn't actually... like, that does nothing for me. Apparently that put it on the ground rather than up there, but okay. I mean, like, I can't do anything until they come here. Just threw a javelin at Gale. means they can hit Gale. Luckily, Gale is apparently amazing at dodging. It'd be hilarious if we died here after all that shit we went through. In fact, let's just give it a quick save. Sure, hide. Next, we have me. Reapply my Hunter's Mark. How is the target out of sight for me to apply Hunter's Mark? But not out of sight that I can shoot them with an arrow. Surely you can move to where the path isn't interrupted. Oh, I see. Sure. Like, if I had a spell here, I'd be fine. Interesting. What does it mean too high? How can it be too high? Get Gale up. See, I don't think I'm likely gonna die here because I'm gonna constantly be able to get people up. Yeah, sure, any turn, that's what I was trying to do. Okay, I can hit this guy. The too high bullshit is dumb with things like Hunter's Mark. I should be able to just hit them. Shoot the Buyog. Missed, unfortunately. Alright, so the bugbears can't do a damn thing. It's just these goblins I have to really worry about. This one's gonna jump down by the look of it. Maybe not. Just getting in a better position for me to hit him. I see, he's getting in a better position so he can see us, is what he's doing. Makes sense, I suppose. There we go, I can reapply my Hunter's Mark now. And we can shoot the Buyog, hopefully killing it. Not quite. I think that's fine though. Poor Gale. Kill it if you can. Perfect. So bugbear's not a problem. Archer's obviously not that much of a problem either, because they keep attacking people that they can't hit, apparently. Once again, just pop up Gale. Gale can probably take down the bugbears if he gets a shot. Perfect, and then put Hunter's Mark on this one. Woo. So this Goblin camp literally has taken the entire episode in one fight, which, I mean, it's not necessarily unexpected, but... Cool, so we can do a Ray of Sickness finally. Missed. How did I go down? I don't know. Weird. Whatever. These guys could jump down and try and get to me, by the way. I think they don't want to because they will fall prone, which is fair enough, I suppose, but... Shadowheart's turn. Just, once again, help him up. At this point, it's war of attrition. It's literally just, once I kill this goblin, like that. Alright, we're back. So I would have cut most of that last part out of the video because it was literally just war of attrition. It was... the only reason I didn't win immediately is because... Whoops, I accidentally entered forced turn-based mode. The only reason I didn't win immediately is just because, it's a game. If this was, like a video game, if this was like, actual D&D... Well, if it was actual D&D, the bugbear probably would have run away, for starters. But ignoring that, if this was actual D&D, it would have just said, yeah, you win the fight. They're not attacking you, whatever. Alright. Alright, give me an F5. So... I need to loot all these people, but I have too much junk on me, by far. Luckily, my other people can carry it. I'm going to go through, I'm going to run and loot all this stuff, then head back to camp. If anything happens in camp, I'll be back with you. Otherwise, I'm just going to heal up at camp, and then we are going to come back and continue exploring next episode, I suppose. So this just turned into a kill goblins campaign, apparently. That's a thing that happened. Anyway, I'll be back with you in a second, guys. Alright, we're back. Something's happening, apparently.
Damn thing. It has to open, surely. It has to do something.
Shadowheart's attention is consumed by a strange box that she turns over in her hands. The box is inscribed with glyphs, similar to those used by the Githyanki.
The Githyanki artifact. How'd you come by that?
In an instant, Shadowheart hides the box from view.
Keep out of it.
You don't need to be so secretive. You can trust me.
A bold statement, if not an accurate one. Leave me be.
Fair enough. Alright, so Gale wants to have a chat as well, so let's do that.
Spare me a moment, if you please. I have something important to discuss with you. We've been traveling together for a while now, and it's just about time that I, shared something with you. It's a rather personal matter that I'd have preferred to keep quiet, but needs must when the devil drives. I have no choice but to speak.
Telling me intrigued.
Good. Here goes. You see, I have a condition. A condition different from the tadpole, but just as deadly. The only way to appease said condition is for me to take powerful magical artifacts and absorb the weave inside. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, before we were abducted. It is time. And by that, I mean it's imperative that I find and consume powerful strands of weave at the earliest possible juncture.
So Asteria wants to suck blood, and you want to suck magic. What's next?
We all have our eccentricities. Ours are just more eccentric than most.
What happens if you don't consume any artifacts?
Catastrophe.
Where are we supposed to find these kind of artifacts you need?
We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. That one right there.
Let's switch to Shadowheart. The reason I want to switch to Shadowheart is I want to see what the Staff of Crones actually is. I know the Amulet of Saloon's chosen. Interesting, so it has to be a rare magical item. Saloon's Dream, it's an evocation cantrip, or it's the thing that he has equipped, I think? How do I say this? I guess it'd be... equipment, there we go. Staff of the Crones. Yeah, you can eat the Staff of the Crones, sure.
Thank you.
It's a cursed staff, as far as I can tell, anyway. Interesting. The part of the weave inside him is eating magic.
I can feel the storm abating. Yes, this will keep my condition in check. For a precious while.
How long will that precious while last?
It's hard to predict the effect any given artifact has. But my condition is hardly a patient one. Rather soon I will feel it stir again. Like a distant thunder sending tremors through the soul. I will need to consume another artifact before the lightning strikes. There's no choice but to find more. As luck would have it, Faerun is full of them, though I do feel obliged to point out that items of power tend to be in the hands of the powerful. There'll be danger involved. For great cost.
I would say so. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Good. A bit of boldness will serve us well.
Bold is
I
how
know
my
the
character
allure
is.
These artifacts hold. I understand their value and their power. All this to say, I understand the sacrifice I ask of you. I hope I can count on you.
That's intriguing. It's a good way of limiting... very good way of limiting your players on what magic items they can have by having one of your characters need to sustain himself off magic items. Okay, so a couple of things I want to do. One, I want to sleep, but we're going to do that in a minute. First, I want to go over all the things we found in the looting I did. First things first of note, this warped headband of intellect. This is why the ogre was as enlightened as he was. He was wearing this. This particular circlet is covered in yellow slime and has pieces of half-digested mutton stuck behind the gems. Increases the wearer's intelligence score to 18. That's why he was so intelligent, because he was literally the same intelligence as Gale. That's how intelligent he was while wearing this. In fact, I may equip it myself, because +1 to nature is nice. Having a +4 in intelligence checks is better. +4 in all the intelligence checks, mind you, is much better. We also found Crusher's Ring, which gives you +10 feet movement speed. I'm tempted to give this to myself, just so I have like a ludicrously large movement speed. It'll put me at like, what, 45 feet? I think instead I'm going to give it to Lizelle. The reason being that that allows her to get into melee easier. That's my thinking on that. We have this magic ring. We didn't pick this up now, we had this for a while, but it's a magic ring. Appears to have been scratched into the metal with a rock. The runes, that is. Ever Seeing Eye, we got that off the witch. Beastmaster's Chain, gives you animal friendship. A bloody amulet is a story item of some description. Of Pool into the engravings on the back, spelling out the name Wilbram in a grisly brown hue. This is the one we got off the Deep Gnome. Then we have the Amulet of Saloon's Chosen, which gives us an evocation cantrip. Interesting. I'm sure Shadowheart doesn't like that. I'm gonna hold on to this, essentially to give to Gale to eat next time. We have Broodmother's Revenge. Whenever your wearer is healed, its weapon drips with poison and deals additional poison damage. Interesting. That's... It's not bad. I think we got this from Korga, I think. Sure, put that on. That sounds good. Whenever I heal Lizelle, she'll get poison weapons. And we have the Absolute's Talisman, which I don't trust whatsoever, because I'm technically, although I'm a true soul, quote unquote, I don't actually serve the Absolute yet, so I doubt this actually gives me what it says it does. I don't trust it. We have a bunch of books, which I'm going to read through right now. We also got, over here, which I put on Gale, we have all these masks. I have no idea what they do, but I'm going to keep them for now. Well, I kind of know what they do. They put you under the sway of the hag, but I killed the hag. So I don't know if they do anything now. But I'm going to keep them just for posterity. I'm probably going to put them in the shared chest. We have this Book of the Dead Gods, which I want to read with Gale, specifically because it had an Arcana check to try and open it, I believe. We have a +1 war pick, which I don't really care about. No one's going to be using a war pick. But essentially, it's just a one-handed weapon that does 1d8 +1 piercing damage. Normal melee weapon. We have a +1 greatsword, which I think would be better than... No, she currently has a +1 greatsword anyway, so that's irrelevant. It's the same thing. So +1 greatsword can get out of here. We also have a +1 great club, which does a smash attack rather than a cleave. It also does bludgeoning damage rather than slashing damage. Also, this does 2d6. This does 1d8. 1d8 is worse than 2d6 in pretty much every respect. I don't think he's currently wielding a weapon, so he needs to put his quarterstaff back on. But I don't actually care for these weapons here, so I will sell them at some point. Some point very soon, in fact. Also, I'm overburdened with, I guess, potions? I don't know what's weighing me down so much. Gold is weighing me down quite a bit, actually. Yeah, I'm not sure what's weighing me down quite so much, though. Whatever. I'm going to read through these books. So again, this is going to be a long episode because I'm going to read through everything. The Mistress of the Night and Friends. There once was a beautiful woman. Men and women alike travelled across the land to earn her hand in marriage, but none could win her heart. Her mother despaired, for she wished for her daughter to find love and happiness. And then her mother died. The woman cried and cried. Her suitors stopped calling, her friends stopped writing, and still she cried. "You poor child," Shah whispered in her ear. "They only wanted for your beauty, for your charm, for your grace. Now that grief has replaced your charms, none care for you, none but I." The woman spoke to Shah, who listened. She prayed to Shah, who answered. For the first time in her life, the woman had a true friend. And then Shah asked her to take a vial, a small vial, an innocent vial. She took the vial to a man. The man filled it with a liquid and told her to drop it into a well. The woman did. She wanted Shah to love her, to be proud of her. And then people became sick. People died. But Shah loved her, and the woman loved Shah. Now men and women alike travel across the land to see her, not because she is beautiful, not because she is charming, but because she is a high priestess of Shah, and her word is law. Interesting. That gives you a kind of glimpse into what Shadowheart's god is like, which is, you know, interesting to say the least. I'm not going to do this as we go, actually, it'll take too long. Missives of Candlekeep. A select collection of the most notable letters sent from Candlekeep. Many are dry reports of celestial movements or incomprehensible details of arcane rituals. However, this letter catches your eye. To the sage Elminster. Over the past year, I've delivered many of your letters to Master Gorian, so I wanted to be the one to deliver this sad news. Alas, he is with us no more. Gorian and his ward left Candlekeep soon after the last letter to him arrived. They departed in the middle of the night, but were waylaid shortly after on the road to Burgost. The gate warden tells me that Gorian saw to it that several of his attackers joined him in the next world before he was struck down. I hope this brings you the same grim comfort it brings me. Of his ward, there is no sign. In some better news, I received your letter to the library and was able to find much of the material you requested. It has been carefully secured and will travel with this letter. Yours in honour, Tristan P. Shale, Librarian of Candlekeep. P.S. I hope you'll forgive my curiosity, but might I ask, why do you need such information on Balspawn? What exactly are you working on? This here is directly, it's just fan service for Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, effectively. Candlekeep is where you start the game. Gorian is your adoptive father, and you are the ward that he's talking about here. Yeah, father, ward, similar thing. But it talks about Balspawn here, which is what your character is in, well, spoilers I suppose, but it's what your character is in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Next up we have The Mortal View. Eyewitness accounts of the Balspawn crisis. Interesting, we're getting a lot of stuff from Balspawn. The guide sealed on the inside of the cover belongs to a printmaking collective in Baldur's Gate. Of course I remember. You knew the second that girl was walking that she'd be trouble. Little thief, always in everyone's business. And that ward of Gorian went right along with her. No surprise a wicked god's blood was running in their veins. Anonymous from Candlekeep. Suravok and his lot were always the first ones to come to mind. I know this all started with a bit of iron in Nashkel. Everyone thought their weapons would rot out of their hands back then. I thought the problem was bad trade. Never took the man for the son of Baal. Amnian mercenary interviewed on his deathbed. You dare speak that name to me? My mistress was turned to ash fighting those forsaken wretches. I curse Baal, I curse Irenicus, and I curse you. Hostile vampire, Athkatla slums. The five tore Tether to pieces. I don't think anyone expected more Balspawn showing up would fix that war. Sorry, I don't think anyone expected more Balspawn showing up would fix the war that a pack of them started. Then again, they were all inclined to killing each other, huh? Good riddance. We're hoping every last one of them has been wiped off the face of Faerun. Sardash Merchant retired. Or Saradash. I'm not authorized to be talking about any murder with someone like you. Take it up with Sea Tower if you want to argue. But honestly, who cares if a Balspawn got stuck in them? Their father's the killing type after all. Flaming Fist Gauntlet, Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate. Several hundred more interviews follow, most of them terse. Interesting. I assume this is the book that he was asking about Candlekeep for. I assume this was written by... Did I take that book? I think I took that book. Gale took that book, apparently. Elminster. I assume this book that I just read is one written by Elminster. Eyewitness accounts of the Balspawn crisis. I assume that's written by Elminster. I would hazard a guess. So again, that's Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 stuff, straight there. If you've played those games, you'll understand pretty much most of those references. They're pretty on the nose, to be fair. The Curse of the Vampire. Hearken close and beware the vampire. Beware its cold beauty, beware its charm, beware its curse. Above all, beware the pale noble. For the vampire cannot bear to be of the common folk. How doth one protect from the beast? Walk not in the blackest night, for the vampire love these nights more than any other. If you must walk, do so in the light of our moon, and take care. Carry the blessings and marks of your god at all times. But remember, your home is a fortress, if protected well. If you hear a knock in the night, be wary. Let no stranger into your home. If he be a friend, look upon them. Do you find them pallid and wan? See you any mark upon their neck? See you any dirt upon their clothes? Unless their need is great, turn away all but the most trusted. And if the beast finds a way into your home, flee. Leave love and family behind. You will not save them if you fight. You will not see them again, but they will see you, pale and smiling, calling them into the night. Indeed, vampires be crazy. We have a Thescan anthology of goblin poetry. Interesting. 1. I once met a wizard in Tamar who went and corrected my grammar. He said I can't cast no spell till I enunciate well, so I beat him to death with a hammer. Fair enough. What we got here, boys? Ha! Book of poems, he says. Privy roll, more like. You know how poems make you feel stuff? Well, this one time I was dreaming about this ogre, right? And he was huge, ran straight at me, and I gave him the biggest kick into the nadges. Woke up smiling, I did. Is that a poem or no? Fair enough. Goblin's attempts at poetry. The first one was alright. A limerick. Your axe got broke. A barely legible ditty is scrolled across this ale-stained, ragged sheet of paper. I should be reading these if they're at all useful. Okay. Interesting here. An ancient text written on dry, cracking paper. It's covered and inscribed with every holy symbol you've ever seen, and some you haven't. Your axe broke. Magubliet is how they pronounce it in this game. I always thought it was Magubliet, but I could be wrong. Your axe got broke. Your whips don't sting, your priest all croaked. Show your face and you'll take your eyes, then chop you down to goblin size. The absolute will make you kneel, beg and grovel, bleed and squeal. Interesting. The Purged Palette, Midwinter Edition. A widely printed series of dwarven recipes. Interesting. A series of recipes accompanied by anecdotes about the meal in question. This is a twist on the traditional dwarven Eglech stew. Those non-dwarves who can't translate that, don't bother, no point fighting yourselves. Just make sure that once you've burned the alcohol away, do not add the dried venom. Jesus. A drider is a half spider, half drow monstrosity. Substitute with some other sour, whatever agrees with your milky constitution. As to how I discovered this book, back during my Watchmen days, a drow thief I caught spiked my supper. The look on his face when I quaffed it down was near as good as the stew. That's somewhat hilarious. Tried to poison him, and dwarves being resistant to poison found it tasty. Oral Histories of Faerun, Paladin Oathbreakers. A tattered scrap of cloth bearing an image of a rose marks a chapter in this slim volume. This book is comprised of several chapters, one for each cited source. It claims to contain first-hand transcripts, the oral histories of several storytelling tellers throughout the realm. Valemore the Outcast, 52 years of age, human paladin, Oathbreaker. Given Valemoore's reputation in Athkalta, the city she once called home, I met the former knight officer of the noble and exclusive Order of the Radiant Heart with no small amount of trepidation. She has lived as an outcast for some years now, and the rumours of her character quite precede her. I spoke to one of the prelates of the Order, who described her as a dreadful sadistic traitor, warning me that to find her would be suicide, that she would kill me before I could speak a single word. He was wrong. When I finally tracked her down, we spoke for hours, and I left with her blessing to share her story. I'll not disclose our meeting place, as the Order punishes those who violate their vows with beheading. Of course I regret it. Breaking an oath isn't going back on your word. It's not an ethical quandary. It wrenches out a part of your soul. Before, I could call on angels to fight alongside me. I could banish fiends back to the hells and demons to the abyss, or with a thought and a prayer. I lost my voice. I speak, but it isn't my voice, it's an echo, a whisper. Tell them this. Most days I wish I'd die rather than breaking my oath, but I never take back what I did, what I refused to do. Damn the Order. Service became dogma, obedience was virtue, to question was sin. Justice and duty are uncomfortable bedfellows, and eventually they make bastards of us all. That's intriguing. So she broke her oath, but she, as far as she's concerned, she did it for a good reason. It's the downside of being a paladin, I suppose. You're bound by an oath, whether or not that oath necessarily is good or bad. Necrotic resistance. This book has all but crumble that does make it impossible to read. Good to know. I would have liked how to be necrotically resistant. Ironically, the book didn't seem to be. The Diary of Lump the Enlightened. Interesting. This one's going to be interesting. The Triumphs and Travels of Lump the Enlightened. Day 1. Now that I see the truth, I can scarcely remember a time before. At first, I thought in the human's thin flesh that bestowed this gift, but I've come to believe it was the circlet she wore. There was crunch in that chew. Oh, he ate the circlet. Interesting. The Goblin boss, Draw Ragslan, made a tantalizing proposal. Spare any prey bearing his new god's brand, and feast on the rest. He offered considerable coin in return. Fair enough. Next, and finally, we have a dwarf's poem. A eulogy for a Selionite who died in the dark below. Notes about a door under the temple are written in the margins. Interesting. A son of Saloon fell here in the dark below, and we sealed his grave in her holy glow. May the full moon never touch the stars once more. May darkness never conquer the moon maiden's door. A note scrawled in the margins. Found the door under the temple. Think the moon's turn, but which way? A cluster of stars. The lunar phases are sketched beneath. There we go. Got a clue to finding the night song. This was just outside the Goblin camp, by the way, just sitting there. That's where I found that. Who do we want a plus to nature checks? I guess you can have a plus to nature checks. Why not? And finally, with Gale, let's read the Book of the Dead Gods.
This book is far lighter than it should be, with such a massive log.
That's a plus 6. Search for an arcane rune to sabotage. So it's normally a 15. 17, not bad.
As the lock opens, a loose page comes with it. Magic pulses from the parchment. What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what?
Examine the book more closely. Pretty easy roll. Nice.
Gods. These are the names of gods. Once lost, but now restored after the second sundering.
Okay, interesting.
Entire pantheons have dwindled and been reborn, silently recorded by this book.
We've got a scroll of Ray of Enfeeblement. Interesting. You know what I can do with that? Is learn it. I can now cast Ray of Enfeeblement. Fantastic. I love the fact that I can do that in this game. It's amazing. Alright, so we can now sleep. This is a very, very long episode, so I'm going to sleep and that's going to be it. It's like an hour 20 at least at this point, possibly longer. But let's go to sleep, please, because I need to. We'll see whether anything happens when we sleep. I don't expect anything to. We're back at the Druid Grove. I sold some shit at the Druid Grove, by the way, which is why we're here.
It'll take a while for us all to recover. Of course.
While we're here, I'll sell the last of this stuff that I'm probably not going to use, which gives me like another $700.
May you keep balance.
May you keep balance. What's that? Please return my what? What do you say?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Let's not do this conversation now. That's a conversation for another time. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Whew. That turned into a whole thing. But I think I'm pretty safe in saying that there's a secret door here. The Goblin camp is pretty much done, except for the secret door. That will take me down, I assume, down into the Underdark. Again, I'm assuming a lot of these places are going to take me to the Underdark. I assume this cellar will probably take me into the Underdark if I figure out how to move that bookshelf. I assume this will take me into the Underdark. I'm going to talk out to the Githyanki Patrol before I do anything else. So I want to check all this stuff, head up, and go to the Githyanki, see if they can help. I suspect they can't. Well, can't or won't is my suspicion. But we'll see. In any case, I'll see you next time, guys.